All right, welcome back to Operation Flashlight, turn 14, Allies. So starting with the Commonwealth, the UK is going to spend all 36 right here and then leasing this tank to France. The Anzac's going to spend all 11, sending a medium bomber to the Chinese. And FEC is purchasing all of this stuff here for 28, saving 2. So let's do tech rolls, somewhat influential on the turn if we can finish off long range air, which has taken a long time, which is in part my fault for forgetting to roll about it. Hey, there it is. Cool. So that's finally done. This moves up. While we're down here, we'll roll for the French because otherwise I will forget. That's a miss. Before the turn begins, I forgot to roll the Finnish recruitment last turn, which would have been on a 4, since that was still owned by the Finns. So we'll roll that, and they miss. So that's easy enough. Or not the Finns, the Turkish. Sheesh. Okay. So, combat moves. The UK is going to take these 4 boats off of this. Let's go through here. 1, I guess actually 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we can just do that. So we'll leave that light cruiser there. 1, 2, 3. So they are blockading that shipyard, which surrounds the city. If it did technically need to come through here, that's why I had this other boat in case he chose to engage and got a hit. But I think that's legal to have them go there and do that. So these 2 transports are going to pick up these 2 Marines, this Marine, and this guy, and do an amphibious landing into Rome, with the city now surrounded. And the 4th Fleet is going to come in here, so we've got 4 bombardments, 3 2s, 1 3. 2 tanks are going to roll into Rome. The 17th Air, probably all of it is coming in as well, with the caveat that this strat bomber and transport plane are going to go 1, 2, pick up 3, 4, 5 into there as well. This mountain infantry obviously going to join as well. So yeah, we've got the city surrounded and the shipyard blocked, and that hangar doesn't affect it, so it is effectively surrounded. Sometimes I get confused if these guys moving counts as a combat move, but even if it, what we could do just to be safe would be to say they are the screening force for this transport going 1, 2 and landing into Rome. So just to make sure that's kosher, and then I guess what we would do is take 2 heavy cruisers that would go 1, 2, 3 there for the shore bombardment. So I think that all checks out. No other British combat moves. Over there. That's a non-combat. That's the French. That's a combat move. Okay. Over here, the First Fleet is going to engage the Japanese here with a caveat. I'm going to peel off a couple things. These 3 transports are going to pick up these 3 Marines, and these guys. I'm going to pick up this guy as well. So they're going to go and attempt an amphibious landing in Kyushu. Japan used their 2 kamikazes this turn, so they don't have kamikaze options the rest because it's 2 per calendar turn. So we don't have to worry about that. And let's see here. So from this fleet, this fighter was here, and he'll go 1, 2 into that amphibious landing. I think that's the only plane that they can get that reaches. Oh no, we just got LRA. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so this plane can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so he doesn't have to land on there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this tactical bomber will go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then is eligible to land on the light carrier that's in the First Fleet. That fighter, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This fighter is going to come into this battle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This Anzac fighter, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5. Anything else can reach. It can't do anything. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, with that in mind, these 2 subs are going to raid. rather than joining attack. Those two will attack. So we've got 5 hits to give. Coastal is going to defend the first turn. So we will have 2 battleships shore bombard. So this will be the entire screening force. Guess we'll bring that up here. Okay. These guys are going to walk into Shangtung. And this guy's going to walk into Quichao. And that's that. All right, so let's roll it up. Well, since we're over here, I guess they're all kind of significant, but okay. All right. So no first strikes with the subs. He's got destroyers. All right, so we'll go got 4 6s, 2 5s, 3 4s, 2 2s. So 2 2s to start with the coastal subs, and that's a hit. We'll go 4 6s. So that is 2 hits there. 1 8 battleship. There's a hit there. 2 5s with the light carriers or light cruisers. 2 misses, and then 3 4s with the destroyers. 1 hit. So 6 hits total. 2 coastals, 3 TBs, and then 1 destroyer. So Japan fires back with 2 coastal subs. Target select on a 1. 2 misses. And 3 TB destroyers at a 2. There's a hit. 2 destroyers at a 4. There's 2 hits. And then 1 light cruiser at a 5 with target select on air units at a 3. That's a miss. Alright, so 3 hits. We will lose the coastal subs and we will lose a destroyer. And let's roll the 6s and the 8. See if we get our 2 hits. And we got our 2 hits. We did not get our 2 hits. We got 1. And 2 5s. And there's our last hit. Okay, so a destroyer at a 4. Miss, and light cruiser at a 5. That's a hit. So we'll take that on the destroyer. Okay. So that tactical bomber is landing there. So those two planes will non-combat move and land in Nanking. Okay, amphibious assault. So we've got 2 shore bombardments at a 4. See if it was worth it. And we got a hit. So that will be a militia. And then we've got a fighter at a 6. That's a hit. And a tactical bomber at a 7. That's a miss. So then we got 3. Well, I think the Gurkha is considered a mountain infantry, so he's at a 2. But here's 3 1s. And here's a 2. And that's all misses. Okay, so just that 1 hit from the fighter is the militia. And Japan has dug in defense, I believe. Land units in their home country gain +1 defense, so that's a 3 and a 5. So militia at a 3, miss, and infantry at a 5. That's a hit. Lose marine. Round 2. So fighter at a 6. There's our hit. That infantry will fire back at a 5. Miss. All right. Okay. So this fighter goes to oh, that guy came from there. So this fighter goes onto the carrier. Or no, he came 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, and then the tactical bomber goes to Nanking. These guys will go into port. And then we have to convoy raid just to be extra mean. Try and cut off all the militia from dropping down. And infantry. So attacker in red, go here first. Oops, that doesn't count. All right, now we're rolling. So 2 damage. Oh, there's dice right there. And 2 more damage. So, -4. Okay. So, the FEC is going to give Shangtung to the KMT, as well as Kuichao to the KMT. So that is a total of Japan down 2 from that, KMT up 2, and FEC up 2. FEC up 2, KMT up 2, Japan down 4. Oops. Alright, we'll just do non-combat moves while we were down here. So these 3 fighters, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into Hong Kong. This guy up to Kwangtung. This guy, those guys there. From the 28th, oh, I guess actually the easiest way to do this is just do that. With the exception that one infantry is going to rail all the way to Nanking. He's going to walk over. All right. Okay, over to Rome. So, all right. I think we can roll this here. All right, so shore bombardments. We've got 1, 3, and 3 2s. Here's the other heavy cruiser. There's a battle cruiser. So 4 shore bombardments. And nothing. My shore bombardments hate me. Nothing new there. Okay, so everything of his defends at a -1, except the planes, I believe. I think it's all land units. So, we've got 7 6s and 2 7s. Okay, so there's 2 hits. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 6 hits total. That is both planes and 4 militia. We will still roll for them. So 2 tanks rolling in. One hit. Another militia. And we've got 2 airborne dropping in at a 3. No, it's mountain. So 2 airborne. Oh, so that, well, that still hit, but that should have been attacking at a 5. So 2 airbornes at a 2. 2 misses. Then we've got a mountain at a 2. Miss. And then 3 marine, 4 infantry. So 4 1s. Nothing. Okay. So, all right, so he's got a fighter at a 6. That's a miss. Tactical bomber at a 5. That's a miss. 3, 8 militia at a 1. So they are -1. And there's a hit. So that's a marine. 2 infantry at a 3. Well, 3. Wait, so okay. No, they just don't get a city bonus. So they're at their base. These 3 are base 4, and then -1 for this round. So 3 4s. Or 3 3s, excuse me. No hits, and then the mountain is at a 4. And there's a miss. Okay. next round. That seemed like bad rolling. Should have been better than that. 7 6s. Oops. 2 7s. 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. So that's the 3 militia and 1 infantry. 2 tanks at a 5. Another hit. One, 2, 3. 3 1s. 1 2 for the mountain. The mountain gets a hit. And then the 2 airborne that are now at 1s. Forgot about them. And misses. So there's 1 mountain left. Okay, so he's got 3 1s for the militia. 1 hit. And he's got 3 4s, or 3 3s. No hits. And 1 4. There's another hit. 2 hits, so we'll take the infantry and a marine. Alright, so planes once again. There's our hits, and his mountain firing back. Miss. Alright. The 17th will go, they went 1, 2, 3, 4 to Paris. These will do the same, or no. He'll go there. These guys will walk up to Alsace-Lorraine. Italy down 2. One, 2, 3. These planes will go off map. Yep, they have to go to Gibraltar. These guys move up. He moves up. Oh, and the Turkish for this turn. They're going to attack into here. So we've got 3 1s, 1 2. Hey, there's our hit. And his airborne back at a 2. There's a hit. So, alright, and the Turkish recruitment roll on a 4 once again. It's a miss. Okay. Alrighty. So, place the purchases. All of this is going up here, I think. Militia upgrade. Then this French medium tank delivered. I don't know if it can get delivered there actually. Place him there. Okay. This medium bomber goes into Yunnan. These two infantry upgrade or militia upgrades to Hong Kong, along with 2 colonials and 2 more militia. And then militia, militia, militia. And then minor factory to Hunan. Okay, over to the French. Already did the tech roll. Gonna walk into Tripoli. And then I don't think the French have any attacks. So they're just going to consolidate at Alsace-Lorraine. And place their purchase, which was all 21 Lend-Leasing and infantry to Turkey, as they can deliver it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip out on those Italian subs. Italian subs. Okay. Yep, that's it for the French. Alright, on to the KMT. So, KMT is going to send a mountain brigade into Tibet. And 1, 2, 3. And then Actually, we're gonna drop him in Shanghai. This mountain will move here as well. And the 107th is going to go up there. And this infantry is going to attempt to go in there. He has to roll on his attack. 10 plus, he retreats. And retreats. Classic KMT. Alright. The rest we're going to non-combat. Those guys have to go there. He will go there. We'll see, probably get smashed. Would have been nice to have that other infantry there, but at least cause some heartburn for the CCP. And Chinese spent all $3 to place an infantry there. And now they collect 5, is that right? That's not right. When they collect, they should be at 3. But they collect 5 with the Burma Road bonus. Oh, I forgot to collect income for the French. Forgot to do that all the way around. I'll do that at the end. Alright, so that's KMT. And on to the US. One thing could impact our purchase here. Strat rockets, heavy bombers, long-range air, heavy armor, airborne, improved factories, and we have to do one more. Do advanced subs, because why not? Alright. Sad. No heavy strats. Eight. Oops. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was our best roll of the game. 4 out of 7. Okay, so French KMT. So alright, so these complete for 12. This one will move up. That's all 78. Start construction of that. And the rest is right there. 2 minor factories. Okay. Nothing significant on the Atlantic. Oh, except this little attack. That's considered a mountain border turn 1. I'll just roll this real quick while we're over here. So first strike at a 2. Miss. And infantry at a 1, or infantry at a 2, not a 3. He misses. 2 militia fire back. They both miss. Alright, so now we've got 2 3s. 2 misses against his 2 2s. This might take a while. Nope, he got a hit. So we'll take the infantry and retreat. Okay. Oh, and then strat bombing. Or strategic bombing there. So 2d6 and an anti-air roll. And that's 8 damage. And a miss. So that strat bomber goes back there. Oh, I'm an idiot. Forgot to bring this jet fighter into that. Stupid. That's what he was there for. Oh well. Okay, so big one here, 5th Fleet. It's coming into here, along with these guys. We're going to attempt, this will be a big screening force with a landing force going into here. Probably should have done it here, but I asked Nathan about whether or not he wanted to scramble for this battle and didn't mention that I would think about attacking there. So yeah, we'll just stick with that. Since that doesn't cause problems. These guys can't participate, they can only non-combat. Okay, so we will, oh that's right, we have to assign 1 casualty from before. So we'll take, what does he have? No target select, so we'll take that on the battleship. Take that hit on the battleship. We'll put everything else down here. Oh boy. Oh my, that's a miss. Oh no. Disaster. One, 2, 3. We'll take 1 fighter. 1 fighter that came from here. We'll go 1, 2, 3 into Haikido, assuming we survive. Don't fall. Carrier. Battleship. heavy, battle cruiser, heavy, light, light, oops. Okay. So, 7 4s. That's nice. 3 hits. 2 5s, and I forgot about his fighter scrambling. And that's a target select on the fighter. But he's going to get hit with the other fighters anyway. Probably. So that's 2 hits there. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3. 2 7s with target select. 2 misses. And then 5 8s. Two hits. Oh, I forgot to denote the fighters firing, but my error is patched up with that's a target select from the light cruisers on aircraft, so covered there. So 3, 5, 8, 10 hits. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8, 9, 10. Okay, so one for the light carrier, 2 2s for the heavy carriers, 4 4s, 3 hits, 2 5s with target select. That's a jet fighter right there, and another hit. And we've got 6. All right, so 5 heavy carriers at 6. He's rolling well. 1 fighter at a 6. That's another air superiority hit, so I'll take this one right away. On the fighter.
Ordering pizza now.
And then this target select will take out a jet. Alright, and then 1 7. Another hit. And 2 8s. Thankfully those missed. That was a lot of hits. Okay, so 3 here. will damage these 3 battleships. It's 3 hits. This other one, so we've got 5 more. So 5 more. We'll just take destroyers. Okay. All right, round 2. Okay, 2 4s. 1 hit. Oh, his fighters. Did I count that with the 10? So 1 destroyer is left and his fighter dies from the target select from the light cruiser. I think that's right. Okay, 2 light cruisers at a 5. No hits. And we've got 7 6s. 3 hits. 2 7s. 1 hit. And 1 8. That's a miss. Okay, so 1 5 hits. 1 2. If I were him, despite the... So, meta would say that heavy cruisers are worth less than light cruisers because of the targeting of planes. So if I were him, I would take these last 3 on heavy cruisers. If we need to rework this for the significance of it, we can later, but that's what I would do if I were him. And that, I guess, is a little subjective, but okay. So his turn. Oh no. Two 4s. Oh no, 2 hits. It's piling up the hits now. 2 5s. Target select on a 3. Thank goodness. It's got 5, 6, 7. 7 6s. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1 7. There's another hit. It's hitting like crazy. Alright, so 1, 2, 7 hits. Gonna have to start damaging some carriers. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Japanese fleet is not going down without a fight. Okay, so 2 5s. I might lose the entire fleet here. 1 hit. 5 6s. Needed that. 3 hits. Oh no. 2 7s. Hey, there we go. That's what we needed. And 1 8. Oh, that God, 8, letting us down. Okay, so 1, 4, 6 hits. I think that gets him. So 1, 2, no, not all the way. Okay. 2 light carriers. Leave my planes alone. There's a hit. 4 6s. 3 hits. Sheesh. And 1 7. That's a miss. Okay. 4 hits. How many planes do we have left? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 hits. We'll take off a carrier. A heavy cruiser, 2. And 2 light cruisers, 3, 4. Alright, last round. Need 1 hit, 4 6s. And we got our hit. And battle cruiser at a 7. There's a hit. So we'll lose... oh, man. We'll lose a tactical bomber. Costly, but the Japanese Navy is gone. So we'll do our amphibious assault up here with 4 1s, 1 6, and against 1 3. And we got a hit. Alright, non-combat moves. Could this bomber have helped? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, he could have helped. That's annoying. But he's going to go there. These 2 transports are going to go drop off these guys. Now that tactical bomber was supposed to move for the British. Non-combat's in the Atlantic. One, 2 into port. And go on there. These guys go there. 1, 2, 3. They can't do that. They'll go there. These guys move up. And strategic naval move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So purchases. These two go there. All of these go into Nanking. Airborne goes there. And Triumph of Capitalism, built in London. This Lend-Lease to the Brits, import. Tactical bomber to the French. And that's the turn. That was US up 1, Japan down 1. So 66 plus 12, 78. So we'll leave that the same. France is 19 plus 3, 22. FEC is 28 plus 2 plus 2, 32. Anzac 8 plus 2, 10. And UK 33 plus 7, 40. All right, and we'll turn it back to the Axis for the end of Italy and then turn 15. All right, see you guys.